Yo, I'm good. How are you?
Wow, bro, good to see you. Good to see you. Chelsea, how are you?
I'm good. Stoked on the day. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Well, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, join in here. Corey, what's up, man? How are you?
Dog, a little sleep deprived, but we up and at 'em.
Good, 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 good. I know it's early for you out there in Oregon, but Billy,
Oh
how are
no,
you?
not because of this, because earlier I've been up since 3:30. I had to take my brother to the airport, so I hopped on a call with Rich at like 5 my time and just been up ever since. So
Hey, you told me you guys had you ripped a little mock, man. That's good. I like to see it. I like to see it. I like to see it.
yeah.
Nice, nice,
He
nice.
posted it too. Everyone go take a look.
He did. He did. He
Or
did.
wait for more ones that are better.
Cool, cool, cool. Anna, how are you? Billy, how are you guys? I see you're eating. A few more people jumping in here, guys, but I just want to give a quick intro. You guys probably see a new face here. This is Tim. Tim Chow. Is your last name Chow, or how do I say your last name, bro?
Ciao, what's good? What's
Tim
good?
Chow. Let's go, bro. So Tim's with us. You guys, I've mentioned him before a few times. He runs Sales Mafia, another high ticket closing groups, sales community. I just want to have him come over here today. Normal stuff will do, but if you guys have questions for him specifically, and I'll kind of just maybe let him take a few minutes to introduce himself. But we're happy to have Tim here. So, bro, appreciate you being on here today. And yeah, bro, just take it away. Introduce yourself a little bit.
Yo, I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been in the high ticket space since like 2020. I transitioned from insurance sales and then hopped on what, like 10 different offers. At my peak, I was taking at 14 hours block, taking 30-minute calls each, 28 booked, possibly booked calls in a day. Um, that was my junior and senior year of college. So shit grades, but a lot of money with high ticket sales. And then started Sales Mafia cash collected 2 years ago, and that's been pretty fun so far. But yeah, my background in terms of the sales frameworks too, like I've easily spent over 100 grand on courses, coaching, mastermind scripts, frameworks, and honestly, like, the most valuable thing to understand, in my opinion, is just like pre-handle objections, set the frame, and you should be good. Like TLDR. Um, yeah, that's a little bit more about me. I'm curious, is this group or mostly already on offers, or are you guys like more new? Like,
Yeah, we mix, bro. We got a mixed crew here. Some people a little bit newer, some people just starting out, like Corey. Some people
okay,
like, Billy, Anna been here a while. Noah been here. Noah's on an offer. Yeah, some just kind of depends. We got a whole mix here, so lots of different questions. Um,
easy.
but yeah, Tim, thanks. Appreciate you being here, bro. Does anyone have any questions off the bat for Tim, just from his
Yeah,
Tim, you're
extensive
a legend.
experience? Go
I
ahead.
what's
follow your
good?
video. I said you're a legend. I follow your videos. I love it when you post on Instagram. I'm
I
like
appreciate
always,
that.
yeah, I'm like I get so much value from that. So keep doing that.
I will. I will. I definitely will. I appreciate it. Uh, yeah. Any questions about the sales framework? There's no way you guys don't have questions. Ain't no way.
Mhm.
Advice for finding gold mine offers. Uh, Biggest cheat code: just go to staffing agencies. Right? Just go to people who sell coaches and agencies, closers. Promise you they'll need you.
Mm.
And you reach out to like 10 staffing agencies, there's no way you don't land a job. You must be slow. At that point, you must be slow. Biggest advice to help on interviews: just be super sharp, responsive, and be happy that you're there.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Um,
Really? Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead, Tim.
I,
Oh,
I was
I
gonna say
heard
I have a
someone.
question.
Go ahead.
How biggest advice on handling like fear objections?
Fear is more of the why of the why. I mean, sometimes like you got to sniff it, right? It depends on the prospect. Sometimes the fear isn't legit. So you can kind of just redirect the conversation as,
Okay.
sometimes it's like when I pre-handle things, like the expiration before I drop the price, if it's a fear, right before my pitch, I always make sure to get them to commit, say something that gets them to commit, and say something that's urgent, right? Doing commitment urgency. And during that time, like if they have any fear, that would be the place to attack it, like right before you pitch, in my opinion, right? Whether it's a real fear that's actually valid or not, you gotta let them vocalize that, right? And I would say like 99% of the time, they're scared because they just have to spend money. And you
Mm.
just have to give them enough value where they're not really scared about that. It's like, positioning yourself or positioning the offer to match them so much. It's just like, okay, it makes sense. I always tell my group, like, no one logistically spends 3,000, 6,000, 9,000, 12,000, $25,000 for nothing. Bag, car, house, program, course, no one does that. Like, it's always purely, I have this problem, I've been emotional about this problem, and this can actually solve the thing in its entirety, right? It's like my
Okay.
fear when I invest in anything too is like, damn, am I just gonna blow this 4 grand for absolutely nothing? Like, I'm not fearful that, oh, I don't have enough time and I might not work and all those things are great to say, but the biggest thing is people just like opportunity costs, right? Especially if you're selling B2C. These people are like so like guarantee like, well, what's the contingency to blah blah blah, like X Y Z Z Z, like uh so when you meet that type of prospect too, like an exploration, I love to label them as a buyer or label them as an action taker, right? Like when they give me something, I'll be like, dude, that's awesome. I love that. Like you saw the problem, you decided to take action, take a step. Like not a lot of people are like that. And you saying that for like 5 seconds could subconsciously change something in their mind. So when you're closing, they're like, oh yeah, I'm an action taker, right? Subconsciously. I'm not gonna say that, but you just kind of have to beat the fear for them. It's like, when I take my girl to, what was it, like a couple years ago, to Six Flags, like she really hates that horror shit. Like, I'm not gonna sit her down and be like, let's deal with this object. Like, babe, why are you actually scared of like this haunted town? I'm just like, babe, just fucking come. Like, pull up. Like, quit bitching. Like, like just let's do it. Let's go. And it's like, you have to find the right balance between sweeping it under the rug and like, okay, like we actually have to focus on this. Right. I find most of the times when people do give me those complaints, I'm like, yeah, definitely. And I'll just move on to the next thing. Like I won't even address it because it's not real.
Okay.
Or like, I always agree with you. And people are like, yeah, I'm just struggling so much with, I'm raising 2 kids. I'm like, I feel you. I know exactly how you feel. Blah, blah, blah. I don't raise no kids. I don't have a household. But people just need to hear that. Like, I don't know. When people are on sales calls, especially when you drop that price, they literally just start moving their mouth. They don't know what they're saying either. It's like, oh, I just too expensive, blah, 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 blah. Like you're barely dealing with the objection. You just kind of have to like move them along, right? Hope that's
Okay.
helpful.
That's
Yeah,
great, Tim.
that's
That's great.
helpful. Yeah, this girl yesterday, she was like so scared to even turn her camera on. Like she was like so scared. And I do like career advisement. I was like, this is when you get on an interview, like you're gonna have to be able to do this. And like got her to turn it on and opened up a little. And then towards the end, like she had been taken like at a career advisement before, but they didn't get her job. So she was scared to invest money again into
Sure.
it. But I kind of did what you were saying. I guess I need to like beat the fear more because I had her say like she believes this is going to get her the job, like have her
And then
commit.
did
And
you ask why? Like why?
yeah, I said why, and she was like, because our offer does like guarantee placements for jobs. And so she was like, well, because you're going to guarantee me a job. And so, yeah, I thought it was
And
good.
then
And
one more why, right?
yeah,
Like, why is that the thing that you care about, guaranteeing you your job? Like the why of the why is what matters. And
wow.
then they'll sell themselves, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, thanks. Yeah, I have a follow-up, but I guess I'll go back into it like that.
Yeah, but
Thank
for
you.
what I'm hearing from your prospects, sometimes like a lot of B2C offers, people, I manage a sales agency as well. We have like 40 reps for like 18 different offers.
Yeah.
Um, I'd say 25% of our closes are like, fuck it, let's do it, closes,
Hmm.
right? And that's like 25%, like that's like so much cash. That's like 25% of the entire business in net rev. It's like, can you please explain that more? Yeah, it's like, towards the end, when you're like, objection, like, dude, just, sometimes I'm like, my talk track is like, dude, I just want to reach over this screen and be like, Alexis, you need this shit. Uh, and yeah, after doing objection handling, it's like they're just like I want to get them to a point where they're just like, oh, okay, yeah, like fuck it, let's do it. I'm down. I'm down for the 4K or whatever. Like, don't be afraid to apply pressure when it's necessary. Like most B2C offers, people need to get whipped in shape. Like if it's like, oh, leave your 9 to 5 to do a blah blah blah. Like, bro, you're on this call. Like no one just randomly books calls. Like what? Why are you actually here? Right? Um,
They wouldn't be there if they weren't interested.
Facts.
But
Like, bro,
call, dude.
I even tell
Tim's got
people,
a
like, dude,
sick. Tim, you got a sick video with Grant. I saw that you reviewed Grant Cardone, and he does that so well, man, in his sales calls. I know it's more like traditional sales, but he'll just call out exactly the fear. Like if you know it, just call it out.
yeah,
You're too scared to do
yeah,
this.
yeah.
You say
I mean,
that's
it's a
you say
sales
it's
call, but
accurate.
still, like, you have to speak to them like a human. Like sometimes it was just yesterday, like one of our guys got a pretty nasty close, like 22K piff, and
Oh,
on the first 3 minutes, when it's like B2B, when you're speaking like really high level business owners, he was just like, "All right, dude, I know you know I'm a sales rep, right? Like, what's the hesitancy? Like, you're not giving me anything. Like, give me something to work with." Like, just calling them out. And in some situations, that is the best thing to do. I wouldn't like use that as a crutch, but I don't know. In my sales mafia training calls, I always say it depends because it really does depend. Yeah. I don't know what SPAR means, but we could probably get to that. I'm down for whatever. Just curious if anyone has more questions.
Yeah, Alexis, bro. Alexis just had her first close, so she's speaking about her first close. What was that on Friday, Alexis? When was your
Good
first
shit.
close?
yesterday.
Yesterday. So she just had her first. Let's go.
Let's fucking
Yeah.
go.
Good.
Let's
That's
fucking
a win.
go.
Let's go,
I'm
guys. Come
pumped.
on.
That's a
It
win.
was right after I resigned from my job. I resigned that morning and then hopped on the call and closed. So
Let's
it was
fucking go. No W2 shit. Fuck that
it was
Dubs
very
in the
W2
chat.
nice.
shit.
Dubs in the chat. Let's see him. Let's see him. Dubs in the chat for Alexis. Let's go.
Yeah, that's great.
Dubs in
I'm
the
happy
chat.
for you.
Let's go.
Big
Nice,
dubs,
nice,
big,
nice,
big
nice.
dubs.
But yeah,
Anyone have any questions? I swear I've closed over 5 million. I've managed over 60 million. No cap. I have the tax forms for it.
let's
Any
go.
questions?
question.
Let's go.
I got one.
Shoot.
So I'm on a fitness offer. I'd love to hear like your specifics on like how to really widen the gap with fitness and approach like
Yeah, so who's the coach?
basically Jack P. Landry. I don't know if you've heard of
And
him.
what's their angle?
What do you mean by that?
Like, do they serve dudes, girls?
Yeah, they serve dudes. They
Right.
do so basically it's like mind, body, spirit is what they focus on. Yeah.
Okay. Mind, body, spirit. How much is the offer?
They have 3 packages. They have the first one's like 3K, second's 5, and the next one's 7.
Okay, how many people have you talked to?
I haven't started yet. I'm just starting
Okay.
like this week.
Wait, let me see this Instagram. What's their Instagram?
Jack P. Landry. I can drop it in the chat
Jack
too.
P. Landry.
Yeah, check
Okay.
it out.
Okay. I help men transform body, mind, spirit coach. Ex Amazon, D1 walk on. DM me elevate for one-on-one
Oh
coaching.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, for the fitness, so I manage Rob Lipset and Mike Thurston. And what I've found, the biggest thing about fitness offers is people want the six pack for different reasons. And once you find that, you just drill and just talk about that, right? Because like everyone wants the same results. There's literally only 2 things. It's just like do diet and then fitness, like the workout. Like what's the actual problem? Like what's the underlying problem? The thing about this is I hate the Josh Lyons of the world, and I'll make beef. Fuck it. Like all of these, like the Bill Walshes of the world, because they're so focused on like let's create massive pain and deal with all these objections at the end of the like their bridge. So the gap, right? You're trying to create a gap of like okay, pain, goal, right? And then the bridge is what you pitch, right? And the wider the bridge, technically the more you could charge, right? The more problems you have, the more valid it is being a high ticket offer. So these guys love being like, oh, pain, yo, I don't go to the gym, I fucking eat like a fucking pig, blah, blah, blah. But they never stretch the goal. Like fitness offers, you gotta stretch the goal to move
Okay.
both parts of the bridge,
Okay.
right? Especially with fitness, like, you can really push that goal. Like make money online offers, like, oh, you wanna make 10 grand a month? Why not 50? Right? It's like hard to be genuine with that. But with fitness, it's like, okay, do you just want a six pack or do you want a healthy lifestyle? Do you want to find a partner? Do you want to make your friends happy? Do you want to flex on your friends? Do you want to? One of the fitness offers we were reading, bro just wanted a six pack because he wanted to get a tattoo on his abs and not look fat. Like, if we didn't get that, like, that's like so niche. But everyone has their own reason for the why of the goal, and you could push that. Like,
Yeah.
okay, obviously you want a six pack, bro. Obviously, but what are
Yeah.
like logistically? Where do we want to be with this KPI or this pound, this blah blah, blah this whatever, like, tracking, and that they'll just be like, I don't know, wider gap. They don't know
Okay.
the shit. They don't track. They don't buy. So you could just stack all of this stuff while you're pre-handling, while you're labeling, while you're converting, while you're pre-qualifying. Because in my head, by the time you drop the price, they should just say yes.
Hmm.
Like you should never drop the price until you're sure that it's just like a cool, let's do it. And being confident enough that that price and that program is pitched exactly to what they want. Like exactly. Like with those mindset, fitness, life coaching ones, like life coaching businesses scale to mils a month, like some on some Tony Robbins shit. Because you're selling an expensive package, but it's like so customizable. Like it's
Hmm.
the reason why they're not doing a webinar is so it could be a you. You have this problem. You have this, okay, and it's super catered. Or else you just might as well do a webinar, right? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Um, and once you get that, I always say when you're questioning them to further the exploration, you want to go longer than you think is long. When you're like, damn,
Okay.
I feel like we're saying the same shit. But to them, like, no, like they can go at it all day, right? Like, is it Josie?
Yeah. Hmm.
What's your hobby? What do you like to do?
I love to be outdoors. I love to do active things. Love to run, play soccer.
Okay, think
Have
about this, like with soccer, like if I was to talk to you about soccer, you could probably yap to me 7 days, 24 hours, 24/7 straight, right?
yeah.
Possibly. Um, so it's like, how can we get the most out of this 20-minute block, 30-minute block?
Okay,
Right?
cool.
There's no way they should be saying nothing on the call.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. Just gotta get it out of them. Does that make sense, or am I
Cool.
just
Yeah,
yapping?
that totally does. Yeah, that's helpful. Thank you. Appreciate it big time.
Of course, of course. Does that make sense to everybody as well, or?
I feel like that's helpful for like any offer, not just fitness. Like
Hmm.
getting them talking about,
Sure.
like I was thinking with mine's like it's career, but if I could just get them talking more about like why they're wanting this career or like what they like about it.
Yeah, but you gotta hit the logistics first, then to ask those. Because for me,
Yeah.
my open-ended question is like all logistic, like, oh, what are you at, blah, blah, numbers, blah, blah, so I can actually get to that. So then I can hit them with some NEPQ bullshit, like, what, how, why are you stuck still feeling that way? Like something like that, right?
Mm.
And so it feels more genuine, like you actually care, other than just like, oh, this dude's trying to pull my leg, like,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Or
80,
someone
90%.
who, Tim, someone who's just, we see this a lot with amateur closers. I mean, I see that they are just trying to follow the script. We don't say script here, we say framework. Okay, that's what we teach, but like they're just trying to go through the task of asking the question. And what we've been focused on the last few weeks specifically is one, tonality, pacing, how you actually speak to somebody in an empathetic way. You lean in, you actually listen, you're there to help them. And then two is basically just being like understanding why we're asking those certain questions so that we're succinct. Why you don't just
Yes,
we're not just asking logistical questions, discovery questions just for fun. Like Tim said,
yes.
it's we're building the gap, which you guys spoke about that gap selling. My number one recommendations. All you guys need to read that ASAP if you haven't. I know some of you have. But widening that gap makes it a lot easier, higher ticket. But if it's something like Josie's selling, like where it's fitness, there's a deeper why, there's a deeper reason you have to isolate. So you need to understand why we're asking these questions as opposed to just going through and just trying to tick off, okay, ask that, cool. I made sure he had money, made sure he had time. Okay, made sure now I'm gonna just pitch him. There's no fear or urgency,
Exactly.
doesn't matter. So that's
Yeah.
Tim's talking about pre-handling objections. That's where that all comes up. We spoke about it last week, but you guys can see those objections before you even get to the pitch. And you should be able to pre-handle them.
Another thing I keep on seeing with more amateur closers is when someone tells you a problem, they'll be like, yeah, we had this student that also had ABC, and we helped him DEF, and we got him GEF, right? But don't do that. Like that's for the setter, the marketing, right now it's just you. Okay, that's interesting. Like you have to like be so curious, like you ain't never heard of it. I've heard that shit 50,000
That's
times,
huge. Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
right? Like you. Oh, okay. Like what's blah blah blah, and then that will allow you to. Okay, so I 100% promise you, if Jacoby gave you a framework, you can literally just go down question, and like it's fine. But it's frameworks are sequential because you could start like on question one, then question two, then question three, and then veer off with a good combo, like just talk to them, and go right to question four, and it'll still make sense, right? So don't be afraid to veer off the track. The framework is there. So when you've gone, like just whip them back by asking them that question. It's like, cool, well, X, Y, Z. Also, the problem I've been having, I've just hired like fat amount of reps for this trading offer. Like I keep on seeing when people in a conversation give you like, they just, oh, I got this problem, this, and I'm trying to build X, Y, Z, this. A lot of new closers will just say the last few words and be like, how do you mean? Right? Like it's just like, it's a good, that's chill. But if they give you 6 gold nuggets, you got to find the fattest gold nugget and only talk about that each time, right? And you got to make that judgment for yourself. But sometimes it's always obvious. Like for example, it was like for a detailing offer. It was like, yeah, man, I'm definitely trying to getting in some more leads, but I've been trying to hire people here and there, and it's not that I've been able to get some people. I always end up just doing myself, but we're trying new chemicals, trying PPF, ceramic, but yeah, like I could talk about 8 things, but most definitely I would position. Wait, so you're telling me you're still kind of self-employed, still the one washing the cars, breathing the chemicals? Why is that? Because I don't care he's trying to get in a PPF. I don't care he's trying to get in a ceramic. I don't really care he doesn't have an ab problem. The visually, nosely, smelling the chemicals, getting on his knees and fucking scrubbing the rims. Like my homie's owns a detailing company, so I know. Like that's the pain. And that's what I want to talk about. Not like just the last thing or try to address everything at once. Like, well, this is this, this is this, this is this, this is this. Cool? That's not objection handling. That's not pre-handling. Or you saying a one-liner or a one response to a thing and being like, got it? Yes. Cool. That's not pre-handling either. That's not. It's until they vocalize it and think that they have a eureka moment themselves. That makes you a great question asker. When people review my closed calls, they're like, oh, dude, that's just a laydown. I'm like, bro, you are a fucking noob. Only like beginner sales reps would think that's a laydown because we hit A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Of course, at that point, they're just like, well, okay.
When there's no objections, at the end, and the call is like super short, 30 minutes, man, you in.
Yeah, like I want to get to the point when I price trap. They're like, only? Really? Ain't no way. Right? I mean, if you think about it like that, like I've had that happen before. I'm like, fuck, should have just gave him the price anchor price.
Good. That's good. I think it'd be good and maybe helpful for you guys. Let's maybe Tim, we can show them some pre-handling techniques in action. Maybe we get two of these, unless any of you guys have more questions, we can get 2 of you guys to do a little mock, and then Tim, maybe you can just kind of pause them and maybe critique them a little bit. We can do some live role play.
Cool. Pretty mean, so.
What's that? What'd you say?
I'm gonna be mean. I'm
Be
a
a
mean
beast, bro. Be
person.
a beast. Yeah, let's be a beast. Let's see who. Okay, I think we have to choose unless somebody wants to go. Who wants to be the prospect in front of everybody? It's gonna be a tough job, but we're all gonna learn from it. Billy, you down? All right, Billy, I want you to close Corey. Corey's our newest member, newest student. He just did his first mock call. Good job, Corey, with Richie. So you have that fresh kind of raw mindset. You haven't been polluted too much yet. So that's good. Okay. So I want you to be, be kind of the prospect you were, right? A little fearful, unsure, right? Obviously, money's a bit of an issue, right? You're trying to make sure that works, and just be a little fearful and pose a little bit of objections on Billy a little bit. Okay. She's gonna go through the framework, do her normal call, and then we'll let you guys go for a little bit, and then we'll just pause you. Tim, I'll let you be in control. You can just tell him to pause whenever, and then we can give a little coaching. The rest of you guys, if you have anything to add in, feel free, and we'll take it from there. Okay. Billy, when you're ready, you can dial Corey and you can begin.
Hey, Corey, I've shared a lot of information with you. What most resonated with you?
Well,
Where
I
are
really
we at
like,
this call again?
yeah, what's the offer? Like, what am I trying to buy here?
Let's do Jacoby's offer.
Okay, so
The-
sales training,
Yeah.
Closer Cohort. Let's take it from. I know you're right now. She's just so Tim, you understand. She's doing it from after the pitch. Sometimes we'll do that just so we get into the objection handling, the juicy stuff. But because we're gonna be focused on pre-handling, I want you to do discovery too. So from the very beginning,
Okay.
setting frame, everything, and
Yeah, start from the
ideally,
top. Yeah, I mean
very,
the
very
goal
top.
is no
Okay.
objection handling.
The
Yeah.
goal is no objection
Okay.
handling. So we're gonna try
Okay, all right, all right.
pre-handling objections. So objection handling on the front end. Okay. So from the beginning,
all right.
you don't know Corey, you're selling Closer Cohort. He's coming to you. He's looking to, obviously make his first 10K on online, whatever. Boom. You guys got this. Take it away when you guys ready.
Okay. Hey, Corey, how are you today?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Good, I'm doing well. Thanks for joining me. Our time together is going to be pretty straightforward. I just want to see where you are and kind of find out where you want to go and figure out if I can even help get you there. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
Okay, great. When you were chatting with Jacoby, what specifically was coming up for you?
That's the only thing you guys do for framing? Okay, I'm curious, like why the fuck should I talk to you? Who are you? Why am I listening to you? Why am I answering you? Right? Isn't that part of a frame? Like, are you just a sales rep? Are you Jacoby's sister? What?
Who
Like, who are
let,
you?
let,
Like,
let's do I want to hear some of your guys' other frames, how you guys been setting.
yeah.
Who else? Josie, what's your how have you set your frame on your call?
I
You
usually
know.
go, ring, ring. Hey, can you hear me? They're like, yeah, 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 I can hear you.
Do it with Corey.
Great.
Don't explain it. Let's
I'll
see
do
the
it with Corey.
reaction with
Okay,
Corey.
cool.
Yeah, do it with
Corey,
Corey.
you
All right,
ready?
cool. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, awesome. Well, great to have you. I understand you're looking to get coached by Jack.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've seen some videos and trying to find out some more information about it and see kind of
Cool.
what you guys got going on.
Awesome. Well, good to have you. A little bit of our process we usually go through here is, we're just going to start with you, kind of see if it's going to make sense, if it's going to be a good fit. My goal, help you make a decision. I've had a little bit of a transformation myself, fitness-wise, and now I'm working as Jack's business partner. So I'm going to be a little bit of a resource here for you. But best place to start is from the top. What motivated you to, hop on this call,
Pause,
or
pause,
why
pause,
you want
pause,
to get
pause.
coached?
Why did you say that though, right? Instead of like, I will help you get into the program. I will answer all your questions. I will make sure you're confident when you're joining us. You're pre-selling from the tip top of the call. Like even on the okay, maybe it would be
Okay.
helpful in terms of like I'm just super picky because I definitely have a process with this. But
Yeah.
no, but shoot, go ahead. I wanna see what you do. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Wait, no, I
I'll
want to
stop
hear
it
I want to
there.
hear your thoughts though on that. When you say like start selling from the top, like are you talking about where I was talking about like my transformation that I'm working with Jack, blah blah blah, and instead say like just start selling the program there or
Because think about it like this. It's like with the training I got, I paid
Mhm.
fucking 14K for a one-on-one with Jordan Belfort. That shit was worth it.
Let me say
But
something. They know this stuff, bro. They know this stuff. In the first 4 seconds of a call, guys, what are the 3 things the prospect has to know about you? You guys know this. We talk about this every single week. I don't know if you're just nervous with Tim, but what are the top 3 things? Number one, Noah, what's the first thing that they need to know in the first 4 seconds of
Uh,
a call?
you're the boss.
No, no, no.
Sharp as
Alexis?
attack,
Alexis. Yes, Corey knows it. Corey's new. He knows it. Sharp as attack is number one. Alexis, what's number 2?
Oh,
enthusiastic.
I was gonna say
yeah.
enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic as hell. And what's the last one?
Heck.
Who's got the last one? Lucas.
Um,
You know it.
Authority figure.
Let's go. He knows it. Authority figure in the space, right? So Tim, go ahead.
facts.
They know it. They
Could-
know
There we
it.
go. Yeah, no, that's it right there. I mean,
wait,
he was
can
like,
I-
yeah, when you review people's sales calls, stop reviewing. He saved me all the time 'cause he's like, dude, stop reviewing our calls. Just review the first 15 minutes and they'll know. You will know too, right? But seconds is extreme, but of course, like, so considering those 3 things that Jacoby just mentioned, Josie, like, okay, where's the authority? Where's the confidence? And not only enthusiasm about what we're selling and our product, but how that product can help them, like, help change their life, right? Like, I know the nonchalant closers make a dumb amount of money. Like the dudes that are just like NEPQ'd out, like probably smoked the J before their sales call. Like, I mean, those guys also kill, but I promise you, the first minute when they frame, they're always sharp as attack. And then they fall into it, right? Uh, but yeah, go again. I want to see what happens.
Let's see Billy go again. I do want let's do this, Tim. I want to see one more. Maybe George. I know he's a little busy. George has got a good frame. Hear him go, Billy. I want you to listen to this, and then I want Billy to try it again with Corey. We'll go from the top, just so we get a couple people. We can hear the frame. George, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Can
I'm
you
listening. I'm just
can you
in
quickly
between
just
tasks. But I'm
open
here.
the call with Corey and just set the frame, man. Just new call. You're selling closer cohort. Just some confidence. Sharp as attack. Number one, you're enthusiastic as hell, and number three, you're an authority figure in the space. They need to know that subconsciously about you, and remember to get it to them. They get it back on them to speak as much as possible. What motivated them to book the call, right? But also introduce yourself, who you are. You partner with Jacoby, why you're here, a little bit about the call, and then get it back on them as quick as possible. Okay, in the most smooth way as possible. Okay. So when you're ready, bro, you can take it away.
Mhm. Hey, Corey, can you hear me, man? How you going?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Whereabouts are you calling from?
I'm out here on the West Coast in Oregon. Where are you?
Awesome, man. Awesome. At the moment, I'm in the Asuncion in Paraguay. So, yeah,
Or what?
a little bit different in Paraguay. Yeah, it's a little bit of a different location, but yeah, man.
Nice.
So, yeah, really, the purpose of the call, man, for us today is to really just find out a little bit about your situation, where you're at currently, where ultimately you're wanting to go, and just whether we can help get you there, man. Like, I'm just gonna ask you a couple questions, see kind of your current situation at the moment, and just see if we can potentially help out going forward. How does that sound for you?
Sounds fair.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, if you can tell me in your own words, Corey, man, when you booked this call, what particularly motivated you to do so? What were you kind of looking for?
Well,
Pause again. Pause again. Like this is what I did. That was good. I'm just curious. What's the
Sure.
frame when you say, okay, we're gonna do A versus B. So A is what you said, right? It was like, okay, we're gonna ask you a couple questions, see if it's a
Uh-huh.
good fit, and if it makes sense, we'll show you what we have, right? That's one
Hmm.
frame. That's like level 4 authority, right? Maybe a level 8 to 9 authority is, yeah, dude, I'm super excited to show you what we have in Sales Mafia. Don't know much about you yet, or if this is something you'd possibly even succeed with.
Hmm.
Yeah, I want to get to know more about you so we can see if it's a fit to, more so framing in a way where like they're applying. They want to come to us and we are the gatekeeper instead of hey, we'll figure it out. Instead of a facilitator, right?
Yeah.
You got to get through me. You got to basically sell me and be active on this call and answer my questions. This is my
Hmm.
Zoom, you in my room, right?
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I think what would be helpful, I think what might be an interesting question for y'all to ask is, got it. So, I mean, how much do you know about Jack? Like, "Hey, got it. So, how much do you know about Jacoby? Oh, I've been following for like, that's a great open-ended question to go
It's a
from like,
great question.
yeah, like, can you hear me? Everything all right? Cool, cool, cool. Where are you calling from? Oh, dude, that's awesome. Paraguay, I don't know much about it, but I hope you're having an awesome time. Um, but yeah, how much do you know about Jacoby? Oh, I just been saw an ad and blah blah blah. Okay, but which ad? Oh, it's just blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, what about it? Like, resonated with you to actually jump on this call? Oh, I just blah, 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 blah. They'll just give you some open-end shit. Like, okay, so, I mean, just to give you more context, like, we're the #1 sales training and placement program, like, for high-ticket sales. So, typically, we teach salespeople how to master high-ticket sales, and we place them on offers. And so far, we've implemented our strategy with over 300 guys, right, to help them successfully go 100% remote, no cold calling, none of that. We just take inbound calls. Does that sound more or less like why we're talking right now or why you booked this call? Yes. Awesome, man. Well, I just want to make sure, you're able to make a decision on this call. Like how we run it is we'll first ask you a couple blah, blah, and then you could do your thing. Right. I just kind of
so can
like
you
doing
repeat
that.
that? Go back to when you were like, we're the #1 sales training little. Can you just say that bit one more time?
Yeah. Check messages. Okay. So give you context. We're this in this niche and we teach this people how to do this. And so far we've done this with this many people. Right. Bam, immediate authority. I'm him. We're him. It makes me part of the organization, right? Um, and
Or as
also,
I or
You're
as I tell
saying,
you guys to say, I'm a partner with the offer owner. I've gone through his program mentorship. If you have, most of the time you have access to the program, so you should have watched through the videos, and you can introduce yourself as either a partner, gatekeeper, someone that's gone through the program as well. So you get that authority, similar kind of thing.
yeah, I always tell my guys to say your admissions officer. They love that shit.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
so
Yeah, because we
just to
always pull out
clarify,
the end
Tiff,
like
if you
we're
don't
a real
mind.
education company. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, so you're saying in that introductory process, actually explaining a little bit on the company before going into detail about, kind of how the call runs, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, I can probably do that in like 2 minutes. By the time I get to perfect, I just wanted to make sure we're able to make a decision on this call. I always say, blah blah blah. We ask questions. Then if it sounds like we have the resources to help you out, I'll give you a detailed description of what that looks like, right? And from there, if you want to see next steps, I can walk you through cost, logistics, any scholarships or incentives, and all the other pieces you may be wondering throughout the call. Cool with that? Awesome. And then I'll just start the call, right? But I'm still pre-selling. I'm like pre-selling every sentence I say, right? Like Now in their head, they're like, oh, there's cost. Oh, there's a scholarship. Like, what the fuck is a scholarship? Um, just dropping seeds throughout. But it just, look, just if you look at the sentence I put in chat, automatically that solves who we are, what we do, and how many kind of rapport, right? Because the last thing I want is somebody at the end of the call be like, I'm just look at some testimonials still. Like, bro, like, fuck out of here, dude. Like,
Yo, Tim, I love what you went over, bro. It's amazing, but I just need to look at like 1 or 2 testimonials. Is that okay?
yeah, like what are you trying to find from them? Like, it's
I don't know, man. I just want to like see some evidence.
okay. Okay. Is it, evidence of student success in general, evidence that people are on offers, evidence that people are making a shit ton of money? Like, where's your head at?
That's fire. That's fire. Right. That's fire. What are the if people are wanting to look at testimonials, they're still fearful. It's one, they either don't trust you, they don't trust the product, or they don't trust themselves. So he's trying to break out the first isolation, which is, do I believe in the product? Yes,
Yeah.
Tim, I believe that what you went over was incredible. Everything that you mentioned about it, I do believe the accountability, the coaching, the placement. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I just still want to look
Yeah.
at some testimonials. Is that okay?
Yeah, that like 100%. Like I always want you to make an educated decision and like make the best decision possible. I'm curious, like, do you think you can succeed with this, or are you just like comparing yourself with others in the cohort?
Yeah, I
Pause.
mean, I'm
Just
yeah.
always just say yes, totally, do it,
Mhm,
and then just
mhm, mhm.
go back. Like they'll literally forget in 3 seconds. It's just like the thing I was saying. The dude was like, "I have 2 kids and blah blah." I understand, 100%.
I
Yes,
agree. Always absorb the objections. You guys know this. Agree with the objections right away. And he's invested in something in the past. When you're discovered, did you ask him, have you ever invested in a former, program before, mentorship, right? Maybe Tim asked me
exactly.
that, and I'm gonna say no. Actually, yeah, you're right, Tim. Like the thing for me is like I did invest in something similar in the past, and it just didn't end up being what I expected it to be. I don't want to say I got scammed, but it just wasn't what I expected. So that's why I just really
Wes,
want to
I
get
love
some
this. I love that you're
testimonials.
covering this. And then I always ask, bro, is it your fault? Like, are you slow or what? And they'll just be like, no, 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 no. I do this, I do that, I do X, Y, Z. And they're like, yeah, but with yours, I'll be like, blah, blah, blah. Like, flip the positioning always, right?
No, I definitely, I see the value in yours, and maybe it was like the situation that I was in. I was just in a worse headspace. Um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I just feel I don't know, Tim. Like I just want to look at some testimonials.
Okay, here, let's do this right now. I'm gonna screen share and show you kind of what my guys have to say. I'll just flip through the stories.
All right,
Like, look, also, let me show you a video test. Let me pull up YouTube. Watch it and be like, okay, you don't think that, you know, and I love my guys in my cohort, but these guys are ripping it. You don't think you can too? You don't think you can do it too?
what do you guys notice? What do you guys notice about Tim's? Sorry, Tim, was I cutting you off there? Do you have something else?
I'll go for it.
I was gonna say, George, what did you notice about Tim's tonality every single time he spoke to me, and I was having a little objection, even my tonality. But what did you notice about Tim's tonality on the last few words of his sentence?
Um, it was coming from a place of authority.
Yes, authority, but what else, Noah?
I don't
Courses,
know. He
what was
started
that?
out a little like empathetic, but then at the
Empathetic.
end
Yes, yes.
but then he kind of geared it back up and went in a questioning tone, like, oh, you don't think you could do this? Or let's check it out together.
Yes, yes.
So
He was
Empathetic,
sounding
good.
confused.
Sounding
But what if
slightly
they
confused.
actually don't think they can do it? Like they're scared. Like this
Yeah,
girl's
and they're like, oh, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And I'm
like,
like,
yeah.
well, that's why you're joining us. Like, you're coming to us because we keep you accountable. I make sure that you don't just smoke weed and jerk off. That's what I tell my guys.
Tim,
Just
Tim,
smoke weed and
I
jerk off all day. Like, what's going on? Like, take action. That's why I think of like the messaging, the marketing for the offer you have, it will be ingrained that, hey, you got to take action. Hey, you gotta invest in yourself. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Right? So by the time that those triggers are in their head, you got to like bring that out in the sales call, or else the marketing did all that marketing for nothing. Like, please leverage the marketing. Right? Like, that's what I meant when Josie, I was like, what's the angle? Because, right, like a lot of fitness are like only specifically Asian men in tech. We help that person. Or like only women who have just gave birth to a baby and want to get their stomach flat. I don't know. A million different niches or angles. And you just have to like press on that, like know your ICP. it's more important to know who you're selling to than how to sell, actually. Like if you actually know your ICP, just have a combo with them and just like get some fucking money, like collect some cash, right? And if they're already on the call, like you might as well collect cash. Like I've closed some big deals in person, and I always follow the framework too. Like I'll step in an Empire Lounge or my Empire Cigar Lounge and be like, "Yo, you know that you're buying all the cigars and that you're gonna give me money after we strike a deal, right?" And they're like, "Ha ha 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 ha." But like that's my version of a frame,
That's good, bro.
right?
That's like
And
joke.
then
That's like joking. That's like stating the elephant in the room. That's like, yeah, bro. That's some solid. That's solid.
facts.
Yep.
Or whenever I'm out with business clients, it's always like, "Dude, that's fine. I'm about to order so much food. You about to pay for us, man? Thank you, bro. Thank you." Like I don't know. It's just you got to start when you're open-ended question for the frame. It's like authority. Then you switch to casual to create a conversation where they can open up, right? Like it's one thing to ask questions and another like how you do it. It's like Jacoby, it's good that you noticed that. I always rise and speak way faster and lighter when I'm asking dangerous ask questions. Or you guys know when a question is high
Boom, pause,
pressure.
pause, guys. I don't think this is a master at work right here. You guys, I don't know, or no. Let's see the pens. Who's got pens right now? Pens up. If you're not taking notes, okay. Rich, you're in your car. I'm gonna give you a break. Gio, you're in your car. I'm gonna give you guys a break. Yeah, at least you have your cameras on, so I'm happy to see that. But okay, pens. George is eating. He's got another call. That's fine. Okay, pens. Even when Tim is just coaching you guys, you can see him leaning in and asking questions. That's like what that's what's gonna take you guys because you guys have been doing this stuff. You guys have gone through the modules. You understand like what we've been going over the past few weeks. But these next few weeks and like what I went over the past 2 weeks is like the tonality and the reason we ask the questions is everything. All right, listen to Tim
Facts.
again. Let's just run that mock real quick, Tim. I just want you to just loop on me a little bit one more time. I'm just going to tell you that I'm, obviously testimonials I want to see, right? So, Tim, everything I went over was great. I love it. I'm just a little bit hesitant. I'm not really sure. I'm still a little bit nervous because I almost got scammed before. I just want to look at some testimonials, bro. Is that okay?
Yeah, dude, totally, totally. And I also understand that you feel nervous, like everyone does, right? Uh, Curious though, what would you say you're nervous about though?
I guess really, man, if I'm just being honest with you, what I'm nervous about is just that this ends up being kind of like how that previous program that I went through and ends up being a scam too. Because you seem like a very similar. I don't want to say you, but this seems like a very similar situation. No offense, bro.
Yeah,
No offense.
did you for the other program, did it work for everybody else and not you, or what's the deal with that?
Um, yeah, bro. I mean, I think there were a few people in there that did have success. Yes, yes. Because obviously, I mean, they wouldn't have like a program. But yeah, what do you mean?
Okay, so it
What else?
might have just been an implementation thing or execution you might be nervous about, or like if you can do it yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Do I feel like I implemented enough time towards actually having that success when I actually took a go at that? Probably not. Um, so I do feel like you guys do have that aspect, which is good, which is good.
Yeah, well,
Um,
Jacoby, are you familiar with what limiting beliefs are or what?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe like, can you elaborate a bit?
Yeah, like you look at yourself like 2, 3 years ago, you were probably like, I know so much. I know everything. I got up a clear path. But
Mm,
now you look in hindsight and it's like, whoa, right? Like I've had so many things keeping me back, not because of my position
mm,
or what's in front of me, but it's what's in my mind, right? What I believe I can actually do and actually complete, right? It's like a lot of people have like imposter syndrome being a remote closer. Um, yeah, we're gonna help you battle that because do you believe that what we do can genuinely help you get XYZ, correct?
yes, I do feel, and I do believe that you guys can get what you are saying. Obviously, if I implement the the program.
Okay, that sounds pretty confident to me. Like why?
Because you mentioned that I mean you guys mentioned it, you mentioned everything to me basically before the coaching, all that, and you mentioned you have a lot of successful students, so I do believe that. Yes.
Okay, that makes clear sense. And then I would probably just move on to the next. I feel like this is handled by this point.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like
handled.
they've done forgot that they asked for a testimonial.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that's fine.
But
Facts.
then they
Well,
come
one
back
thing.
to you and they still want it. Like this is literally exactly what happened to me. This girl is
Yeah.
still afraid. Can I be the prospect or can you do it Can I be
Go
the?
for it. Let me try to close you on this. What was
Yeah.
it again? What offer was it again?
It's university like career training.
Okay, university career training. Okay, it's 12,000, but just for you, because it's March 4th day and you have glasses on, it's 6K.
So they basically make sure you get a job. So they will give you like LinkedIn
Okay.
monetization, like all that stuff, and it's a guaranteed placement. But this girl, so afraid to interview, like, and has been burned before. So that's who I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be like super nervous.
Go for it.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I just need to keep thinking about it. I'm not sure.
Okay. No, I totally understand. Like, what are you not sure about?
Like as I said, like I just need to think about it. I've invested money before and
What'd you
you know,
invest in? What'd you buy?
the other coaching service and I didn't get a job.
Okay. Okay. Do you think like their service was kind of a scam, or was it more so like you weren't pushing your own weight, or?
No, they just didn't get me a job after.
Mm, okay. Sorry to hear about that, but are you confident in terms of what we do and what we're able to provide? Like walking through XYZ service?
I think so.
I think so. That doesn't sound too confident. Like what about it is kind of not being put together, I guess. Like I want to make sure you're able to make a super confident, educated decision today, right?
Yeah, I mean, you said you'll get me a job after, so that's good.
Okay. So it's purely about placement. Like you believe that once you get the job, our job is done.
Yeah, and I just need help with like the interviewing too. Yeah, I get interviews and I just don't present myself well or something, but I don't get the offer. And I'm just like, ugh.
Okay. Okay. Alexis, I could sense you're kind of nervous at this point. Like I could feel it through the Zoom. Um, what I guess just besides the placement is does everything kind of line up with your timeline in terms of what you want to commit to this to actually build towards XYZ?
Yeah, yeah. I want to I want to get started. It's just the money now. Like I wasn't expecting 3K. That's way more than my other one that I invested in.
Fire. I think the objection handling is pretty much done. We talking about money now. I love this. This is the best objection ever.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
And then
Okay.
we
That was
talk about
helpful.
money, money, money. So also I forgot to say my line of like I didn't have time, but you just did the thing. But
Yeah.
after that, my follow up would be like, Alex, I promise you, I'm on your side right now. I just want to make like I definitely think you could succeed with what we do. I just need to I'll figure out with you how we can make it work. Okay. So it's like I'm literally coming across the table and sitting on your side is basically what I'm saying.
Break the
And we're
wall.
gonna figure out. Like, I know you're nervous. Like we'll figure out how to get you in the right place.
Mm.
Like that is different than like, hey, let me sell you. Like, promise you, just buy this. Just do it.
Bro,
Right?
guys,
It's just like
Tim is
I
ripping.
love
You don't
that.
even need to know if you guys forget everything. You don't even know what questions to ask or what to specifically say. You get confused when there's an objection. Just focus on one thing, which is tonality and pacing and what Tim does so well, and just be empathetic. If you just do that alone, doesn't matter what you say. Like obviously, just be logical and think. Okay, agree with the objection and logically just try to help them.
yeah.
You're gonna rip more than 60-70% of
Yeah.
people.
Sometimes when I'm
Thank you
confused,
for that.
I'll just be like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Sometimes I'll be looping through like paths in my head and just forget what they say. I'll be like, explain that again. What do you mean? And like they'll double down and give you more, which is it's like a double positive because I definitely lost where the combo was, but
Just say one thing to
uh,
get you back, and yeah, exactly, and you're back on track.
yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah,
Tim,
so
can you?
helpful. Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing,
yes,
Alexis. Tim,
yes.
we have a comment here from Billy. Question: I would love to see how you run the think about objection. Do you mind doing that for us?
Yeah, who wants to run and think about it?
Choose a victim.
Let's do it, Billy. Yeah, it's $6,000.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not. I know it's really expensive, but like we're the best at what we do. Yeah.
It's like half the value of my car. Okay. I think I need to think about this.
Yes, 100%. I want to give you time. What would you be thinking about? Like,
That's a lot of money.
okay,
I,
okay,
I
is it?
think I need to like talk to my dog about it because I don't usually make decisions without talking to him.
Of course, of course. I want you to talk to him. I'm more curious. Is it you see the value of what we do? It's more so just like figuring out the price on it, right?
Yeah, I definitely see the value. I'm just like, I feel like I need to think about it.
Okay. Okay. Like I definitely understand you got to think about the price. It is an investment in yourself. It will be a major investment in your life because this is some life-changing shit, right? Like, it's
Hmm.
not like we're just not buying like a Chipotle burrito here.
Right, right.
So I'm curious, like if we were to put the price aside, like let's just say the price works for you. What about what we do aligns with you? Like,
Yeah, I like that you A, B, C, and XYZ.
oh, and what about B? Like not a lot of people say that.
Yeah, so I was just really digging how you guys do that.
Okay. Okay. I think yeah, it's the B helps blah 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 XYZ people a lot blah blah blah. And yeah, I'm also curious. Like when you were jumping on this call, like I know you had a good idea of like it's pretty straightforward. Like we just help people X and Y. Like how much did you think we cost? Like or what we do cost?
I thought it was going to be like 2K.
2K. Okay. Okay. Um, 2 grand. Why? Where'd you get that number? That's pretty specific.
I don't know. I guess I just in my mind, that was the value that I placed on it, maybe. Like,
Okay.
and also that's kind of what I had set aside like mentally to put into this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think if we were just to offer A, I mean, we offer A, B, C, D, but if we were just to offer A, it possibly could be around 2K. But we want to view it holistically, right? Like we want to get you every piece of support, every coaching curriculum, community, XYZ part to help you succeed. Like we can't just do one piece. And I don't like just throwing out our prices out there too before calls because people never know exactly what they get. Like it's just me blurting out a price. You coming to this call, I'm glad that like you prepared to really invest in your education, but it's a different value proposition. Do you understand, Billy? Does it make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And I'm not saying that it's not worth what you're charging. I'm just saying that like I can't afford that.
Okay. Okay. So you want the program, you want to join us, you see the value, but it is literally just about the price, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I definitely think we can make something work. Like at this point, I wanna I'm on your side, right? I just we're gonna get you access, we're gonna get you to XYZ goal. But let's figure out the money part, okay?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so we
good.
have this, and then I'll probably do like a split play or Klarna. But for a lot of the deals that for my sales agency, we love saying de-risk. So for Sales Mafia, for my offer, you pay half upfront, half when you actually land the position. For Detail Cartel, you pay half upfront and then half when you actually hit your 25K month. So it allows me for a chance to be, let's do this, Billy. I want to de-risk it for you because it sounds like you definitely are excited for what we do, and I definitely think you could be a star student. Uh, so how it's going to work is going to be half upfront, and then when you actually get XYZ goal, we'll collect the rest there. How does that sound? Does that work? And then also, I wanted to tell y'all, I have 1 minute probably. This is actually super fucking important.
Yeah,
When
totally.
you say, how does that sound? Or like, does that work? Blah, blah. When they give you like a yeah or a yeah, like midway, 20% yes, 10%.
Give the mic a
That's a
yes,
yes.
100%.
You take that shit. You take that shit and run and be like, awesome. Let's get you set up. I'm gonna send you blah 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 and just go. Don't be like, are you sure? I want to hear a hell yeah or a fuck no. Just do the thing, do the deed, get the cash. Like quit stalling or wasting time or like being cute. And once you actually get the sale, don't start blabbing out your mouth too. Like stay professional, maintain face, maintain authority. Even in my head, I'm like, dude, lit, 22K close. Let's fucking go. But yeah, that
It's
shit is
nothing. It's
important.
nothing. 20K, 10K, 5K, 1K, all the same. Once you do
Yeah,
this enough, it's all the same.
thanks.
Doesn't matter. But Tim, appreciate you, bro. You rip, man. You spit some fire on there. We really appreciate you
Tim's a
hopping
G.
on. And guys, yeah, what do you want to say for Tim, guys? Give him a warm applause. Thank you. Let's give him some
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Tim.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
That was
Thank you very much,
amazing.
Tim.
perfect,
Yeah.
bro. Appreciate you spitting some facts. We'll let you jump, bro. But yeah, any last words for the people?
Please go faster. You think you're going fast, but you're not going fast enough, I promise you. Uh, yeah. And also, people are gonna be in 2030 talking about like, dude, have you heard of like remote high ticket sales, dude? I promise you, in like 2035, watch that shit. You're gonna see YouTube videos. Hey, I just found out this new sales bob. So like, go fast. You're early. You might as well go fast.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Right?
This
There's more
is a
good companies
massive
than there are
industry,
good
guys.
sales reps.
Yeah, yeah.
Promise you. Promise you.
Sick, Tim. Sick. Where can they find you, man? If anyone they want to reach out. I know Alexis follows you, but where can they find you? Drop your Instagram or
At
something in the chat for them.
official Tim Chao. If I shit post, don't mind it. That's my personal brand. Um, yeah.
Sick, bro.
And Jacoby, you're in good hands with Jacoby. He knows what the he's talking about. There's a lot of like training guys, but he knows what he's doing.
Love it.
I love it.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate you, bro.
That's serious. Okay, I'm gonna hop off. Good to meet y'all.
All right, bro. Peace.
Yeah, thanks, Tim.
Cool, guys. I do need to hop off here too as well in a couple minutes, but are there any other questions from any of you guys before we wrap up? That makes sense from Tim. Was that helpful for you guys? Thumbs up if that was helpful.
Fucking super helpful.
Did you guys learn
Oh.
anything? If you learned one
Yes.
thing, put up, let me see number one. If you learned two things, put up a two.
I learned 10 things.
If you learned three things, put up three. Okay, good. Everybody post something in gold nuggets so that we can help the people that weren't here. There's some people that couldn't join for whatever reason. So let's all post a gold nugget. Gio, what's one thing you learned before we go?
The basically that I gotta think about it isn't a real objection, and he did really well, just like looping until he actually detached himself from the actual price, and then kind of like rooted back to the price at the end. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's fire. Yeah. A lot of people, there's different ways to do this, right? You guys are going to find your own sales style. You see Tim's style, you've seen my style, Jesse's style. So it's very good. I want to expose you guys more to different styles. Noah, what's one thing you learned? One gold nugget.
Yeah, I was gonna post this. I liked how when a person gives you their problem, even though you might have a case study where it's exactly the same, don't in our mind it makes sense to relate, oh, we've done this before, but they don't care. It's their problem, make it about them. So don't relate it to somebody else. I liked that.
That's huge.
Because like you want proof that you've done it, but you don't need to do that. So
That's great. That's great. Anna, how about you? What's one thing you learned?
I think I took a few things, but one, the what do you mean question. I like that. It makes them elaborate more, and then you can just get to know them better, I guess, and have more details. And then with the money objection, I think that he said, he asked Billy, what did you think we cost before jumping on the call? And
Yeah.
like me with, with the agency, there's a lot of people that undervalue the work of social media. And so I think that's a good, like how to pre-handle that money objection with potential clients so that it gives me the opportunity, I guess, to like show them what we're worth. Yeah.
That's fire. That's good. That's good. Lucas, hit us real quick. What'd you learn? Gold nugget.
Yeah, widen the gap
See you, Gio.
by
See you
pushing
later,
both
Gio.
the price and the pains and the goals.
Widen the
When he
gap.
was saying like widen the gap and then bridge with the pitch.
Got you. No, that's good. That's good. That's fire. Who else did we miss here that didn't do a gold nugget? Josie.
So many things. Biggest thing I would say is authority in setting the frame and stretching the goal.
Stretching the
Meaning
goal.
get their
Yeah.
deeper why and their goals and choose the biggest one and hit it.
That's fire. Boom. George, did we get you? Did you?
He didn't, but he said something strong for objection. Said the word risk, which I think even in itself, just that word is so powerful because you be able to make someone feel so much more comfortable. Like the other thing I liked which he did was if someone had done a mentorship or something in the past, he'd attack them head on and say, "Hey, like, were you the problem, or was it something else?" And I kind of like that, like handling it straight on and face front, because it would probably surprise quite a few people.
Yeah, no, that's great. The de-risk, great word. I implore you guys to go back through and watch this. I'm gonna post a recording immediately, but go through back and watch this and take notes, okay? Because there's gonna be more things like
Day
that.
risk is a great word.
De-risk is great. I never use that. I'm gonna definitely start using that on my calls. This is good. It's good, right? Alexis, did we hear from you?
No, but yeah, I love the money one that Anna said, and then also just coming to their side of the table. I love how he brought that up, like really switching to where they're at. And yeah, I think that's great, and especially when there's a lot of fear.
It's good. It's good. It's good. And then Corey and Richie, guys.
Yeah, I think that I mean, everybody's kind of said some of the main ones, but the three that I was like the biggest on is A, setting the pace with things right away. That little paragraph that he sent, that's fire. And then also like the money issue, objection handling with that. Let me de-risk this for you. I think that was, Blackburn. Sorry, bro, I don't know anybody's names on here, but that's just bars. Like it works so well. I've used it in the past and I think it's awesome. And I forgot what the other third thing was I was going to say, but I'll let someone else go.
I like the fact that I also like the fact for using the de-risk when handling the money objections, but also how he changes tonality when he does ask those aggressive, dangerous questions to because he understands the fact that they're feeling a little scared, or else he lowers the tonality so they can feel safe to engage with him.
Fire. Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
That's good. Great, guys. I love it. I love it. I do want to quick shout out to Corey and Richie because they both did complete their little 2-day fast. Okay, so good job, boys.
Welcome.
Nice, 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 nice. So they're jumping in new together. But if you guys want to do mocks, they're here for you. Make sure you get on a mock with them. Who has a recurring mock schedule every single week? Fingers up. Last thing. That was your homework. Does everybody have one? Lucas, what day of the week are you going to be doing a recurring mock call with somebody else from inside of here? Rich and Core are both free, so you can hit them up.
Probably on Friday.
Okay, Friday with who? Who do you want as a victim?
Uh, I was gonna do one with Corbin this week, so probably with him.
Okay, he can be
He
one, but then
needs
I
needs
want you
to.
to pick Corey or Richie or one of these guys that's new as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, whichever. Richie.
Okay, Richie, what time on Friday, Lucas?
Um, Probably in the morning, so like 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern.
Tell him a definite time and ask him.
11 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, that 10 Central.
10 Central, yeah.
Yeah, I could do 10 Central Friday.
Sounds good. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Let's do that.
Let's jump on a call 11 a.m. Eastern on Friday. All right. Just make sure you ask it that way. Cool. But all the rest, you
Yeah.
guys are sorted. Yes, yes. Thumbs up if you guys got a recurring call. Josie, what days you recurring calling with who?
Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Noah, Corin, and who's my third one?
Me.
I got you, girl.
Good.
You.
Okay, good. Anna, either mock call or live call training or whatever if you're on your agency. But just want to make sure everyone's got a weekly training.
Sure. I guess I need it. Let's go, Billy.
All right, cool. And then why don't you jump on a call with Corey? He's new too. So what day you want to do with Corey?
With Corey, what time zone are you in?
Just tell him your time, and then he'll tell you if he can do it or not. Tell him the best day,
Okay.
best time. Maybe right back to back with the Billy call that you do.
Okay, let's do tomorrow 9 a.m. Central.
9 a.m. Central. Word. That's 7 my time. Let's run it.
Perfect. And Billy, what time you want to do with Billy?
Oh, Billy. Thursday, 8 a.m. Central.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm busy at that time.
You propose that time?
I actually can do that, yeah.
Nice.
Oh no,
It's not
I can do 8:30. Can you do 8:30?
8:30
Wait,
Central.
wait. So sorry, you're in Central. That's Eastern Standard. Yes, 9 o'clock my time. That's good. Thursday at
Yeah.
9, Thursday at 8.
I
Your
need
time.
morning people.
Perfect. Organized. Good.
Okay.
And you can close Corey on a first. Just close him because you good. You know what to do. And he's a fresh, raw prospect, so you don't even need to be scared or anything. He's easy close for you. Noah, what time? With who?
Alexis after these calls on Tuesdays, and then
Boom.
Josie on Wednesdays.
Boom. You don't need to have, okay, good. At least that's great. And then Billy.
I'm on an offer, but yeah, I reached out to Anna in the
Cool.
DMs. I mean, over WhatsApp before.
Okay, so you're gonna do okay. Now you guys are organized for that time. That's good. Do you have a sales training with your offer or any kind of?
I don't currently know, so I want to stay on these calls.
Okay, so you're on these calls. Good. Active on these. Bring your calls so we can review them. That's good. And then I'm sorry we didn't get to finish your little role play with Corey. We'll do that maybe on Thursday or otherwise next week. We'll run that. I want to see that in action. So amazing, guys. I gotta go. If you guys need anything at all, let me know, please. And I'll have that recording posted for you guys ASAP so you can watch it back and take notes. Let's keep crushing. I'm gonna be posting. Oh, one more thing, one more announcement. I am gonna be posting more opportunities, but specifically for Rich and Corey, because I know you guys are new, and both you guys expressed maybe getting on a DM setter or a phone setting offer right away just to make some coin. Jeff, who's one of our former alumni, he just posted something in the opportunities channel, so make sure you go check it out. I'll post it again in the general chat, and he posted there before the Zoom call here. But if you guys want to I think it's a 5K a month offer just to get some experience and be making some coin. Talk to Jeff. He's literally the sales manager on the thing. So you guys have a great in. So speak to him if you want to rip some coin right now. So yeah, cool. All right. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Let's get it. Bye.